Hello. Thank you for passing. Thank you for joining us tonight, y'all. It's been a long Monday. It's been a long Monday. It's been busy. My brain ain't here yet. Um, but thank y'all for joining us. We're passing for perfect with Corey and Kynisha. I can't even talk. Um, yeah, that part. Um, it's Monday, y'all. It's been a Monday at work. It's been a Monday at home. It's just been Monday. But I want to thank y'all for joining us. I can't Instagram people. We are having a little bit technical difficulties. Y'all give me 1 second. Hit the back. Just bag out of it. Hit it again. There you go. Instagram ain't want to work with us, y'all. And I want everybody to spam Instagram.
Spam.
Yeah, flood Instagram because they have taken for some reason live producers not working. So we have to stream from two separate platforms. So we're not able to stream everything from my streaming platform. So we're using the phone. So y'all gonna see me looking all over the place because I'm looking at three cameras and monitoring. But hey, we here, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Tonight we're gonna have a little bit of an open forum tonight. We didn't have a specific topic that we wanted to talk about. But I do have something a couple of things on my mind. So the first thing you have glitter on you
ADD much?
yeah, adult ADD. We all suffer from it. Um but one of the things I wanted to talk about today is the let's see, is the our relationship lines blurred? Have we blurred the relationship lines when it comes to men and women? What men and women are, what men and women expect, roles in relationships, as well as have roles been reversed, or women becoming the new men and men becoming the new women? Because um, I have an issue, y'all, and let me start there. We're gonna start with my issue first. Can we start with my issue?
Please.
My issue is this new thing of women calling saying anything that a man does that in the slightest bit has any bit of feminine nature to it, of calling men sassy. Like, you can't be a man and show any emotions, show any feelings, show any level of for better just being human without being called sassy. Like, where did this come from? Where are y'all getting this from? Now, some of the things these men do, I wouldn't do. But at the same time, that don't make a man less of a man because he likes some things that are quote unquote
Not masculine.
not masculine.
Right.
So how do y'all feel about this? What are y'all thoughts on the the term sassy when it comes to calling men sassy?
I don't like calling men sassy unless they're being sassy. I mean, if you're being sassy, then it's sassy.
So
I mean,
we watch a show, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I have TV show ADD. After about 3 or 4 seasons, I'm tired of y'all. Like, it's you it
what's with the show that you're about to talk about?
it's hard for me to get past a show. But we used to watch a show together, and she was watching last week or the week before, or maybe she was listening to some on Instagram or TikTok. I'm not quite sure. Can't remember. But it was the Love and Hip Hop. Not Love and Hip Hop. They all the same to me. Whenever it got Love and something in front of it, is
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. And one of the ladies was calling
another husband.
A husband sassy. A grown
and a B word.
Adult man with a wife, kids,
Mhm.
sassy. Not only calling him sassy, but she called him a bitch as well,
Acting like a bee.
acting like one.
Right.
My wife, she's so beautiful. She won't say it, but I'll say it for y'all.
Right.
And it touched me, y'all. Like it's certain thing as a man you don't want to be called, and as a woman you shouldn't say to a man. Calling me sassy is one of them. Definitely calling me a B is one. The next thing is calling me an F boy. That's another. Wait a minute. That's another step back. Let's reevaluate this situation because you done went too far, and I just feel some type of way as a man's man. Like, do I do things? I like getting my feet done. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I like a nice facial. My wife be fussing at me because I don't take enough care of my skin. But at the same time, that don't stop me from being a man because I want to look nice, smell nice, feel nice. Like my boy Dion say, you look good, play good, they pay good. So I don't get it. Like it's beyond me. I need answers. I'm looking in the chat see if I can find some answers over here.
Let's see what
All
who's
right,
that?
let's see. Miss Courtney says, I don't feel that a man have interest in things or activities that are not masculine means he's being sassy. Everyone, whether man or woman, should be in the presence of someone who they can be comfortable with being themselves. Exactly. Being yourself. And that's just being you. Like and
Can I step in?
yeah, please, cause before I
Women,
get nervous.
women, women. I think it's a generational thing. I think that this last generation, um, they don't understand boundaries. They don't understand a code. Like they don't live by a code. They don't live by certain boundaries. uh, I've read a lot in the social media streets in the comment section. I've read a lot about, oh, you got to earn respect, and I'm not just gonna be respecting you just because you got to earn my respect. This is that type of thing. And we were raised the older generation for sure. And I guess I'm in that generation now because the more I read some of this stuff, I'm like, who raised you? Like, where you come from? But it's like respect is a thing that all people should be given freely until you do something to not be respected. But I'm just gonna walk in the store and I'm gonna respect a stranger. Like I don't know you, so there's no reason for me to be disrespectful. If you disrespect me, then we can, my energy towards you can be what it needs to be at that time. But I'm not gonna be disrespectful to strangers, disrespectful to just random people just because, disrespectful to other people just out of the regard that, oh, you got to earn my respect. I don't know you, so I don't have to earn anything from you. You should just be a decent human and respect your neighbors. Like I just don't understand that. But I don't think this new generation have boundaries. The men talk to the women real kind of stupid. Like it's a lot of things happening on social media that we see where men will seemingly scroll through a comment section under certain topics just to go back and forth with a woman. Women will say a man is sassy, or you're not a man if this, or you should be doing this as a man, when none of that should even be off topic. Like if you have a son, raise your son. But if it ain't your child, you don't get to tell a man what being a man is as a woman. Now, you can say, I observed as I grew up, my father did this or that or the other. I like that. I appreciate this aspect of a man. I appreciate a man that does this, that, or the other. But nowhere should we as women be saying, you ain't a man if you did that or the other. And I think that that's where that sassy comment is coming in at, like, men aren't all growl.
Yeah.
I don't want no man walking around growling at me all day about about any little thing. That's not sexy at all. It ain't romantic. It ain't sweet. It's not endearing. I need you to be able to soften up with me. And if a man is sharing that side of him and being called sassy, and then he withdraws that, then we're gonna have a different type of
Now
problem.
you mad about that. And y'all, even in going on 18 years of marriage, 19 plus time, 19 and whatever many months together, that's still something I work on, of being softer when it comes to my wife. Because as men, we are raised to be strong, aggressive, and forceful. Otherwise, we're not getting any respect. Like that, being anything as a man that's not aggressive, especially a black man, in our community. Other communities fear that from us. But in our community, when you aren't aggressive or forceful, then you don't get the respect from your peers. And that's how you raise. Um
I've seen where a man might be, someone has said something. Let's take the Tyrese and what's his face from the Breakfast Club. What's his name?
DJ
What's his name? DJ Envy.
DJ Pimpy.
When that thing was going on and Tyrese was, dropping his videos and his receipts and all of that, they had people in the comment section calling him sassy because he was saying, and it's like, why is that
I'm
sassy? Like,
expressing myself how I
how
feel.
is he sassy for standing up for himself? Basically, like, he feeling some type of way and he should feel some type of way when he's talking about the things with his ex-wife. Oh, you sound a little hurt, you sound a little, well, what is he not supposed to be hurt? Like, I don't understand why women think men are supposed to not have emotions.
We are
Like,
robots. They think we're robots. They think that
not just women, but there are men that think, man, just get over it. Like, why are you still talking about this, man? Like, y'all, she left you, bro. Like it's over with, man. Let it go. I'm like,
but those same men.
why?
See, this why, y'all. My wife lives in the comments on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. She lives in the
It's
comments.
so fun.
Me, I hate it because I know most of the people that are saying what they're saying in the comments. If Tyrese was to walk up to them,
Yeah,
they'd ask for an autograph.
correct.
They wouldn't give that same energy back to anybody in person that they do online. And
I call them keyboard gangsters.
I'm of the nature. I've grown and I'm better, but my mindset is still, hey, I'm gonna pull up. We need to have a conversation about what you just said. So in order not to be in that realm, I don't do it. When I realize that it's a woman I'm going back and forth with in comments, I stop commenting. Like, that's enough. I'm not about to go back and forth with a woman in the comments, especially about things that relate to women specifically, or that specifically relate to men. Like Brandon said, respect should be freely given. You don't earn respect, you lose respect. I have the utmost respect for everybody the minute I meet them.
Correct.
I lose respect from you by the actions you take, the way you interact with me, the things you do.
Right.
Now, trust is different.
Right.
Trust is something you earn.
Right.
You have to earn my trust. You have to show over and over that you can be trustworthy.
Trust, loyalty, things like that have to be earned. But respect is that's just nature. Like, that's supposed to be just like waking up and breathing. You're supposed to respect the next person because you're just a freaking decent human. I don't understand you got to earn my respect. I don't have to earn nothing from you because I might not ever see you again in this life.
So you respect, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, trust is earned, respect is given. I mean, that's easy. That's the bottom line of it. And like Courtney said, you're right, Courtney. People battle with their own insecurities, and it's easier for you to judge somebody else and their issues than you to step back, self-evaluate, and deal with your own issues. That's the things drive me. Just like I'm not a fan of the alpha male, beta male, um, sigma male, whatever Whatever these things are,
Like super damn
we're not wolves, we're not dogs. Even the person who invented this has rebutted their statement. They used to say about how a wolf was the alpha of a pack, and this whole little thing with the alpha males. You're not an alpha male, you're not a beta male, you're not a sigma male, you're a male. Either some of us are a little bit more masculine and more aggressive than others, but we still are males. We're still our males.
Man.
We're still men. At the end of the day, we just express ourselves differently based on how we were raised, where we grew up, our experiences, the environment we lived in.
And I'm one of those women that I'll take Russell Wilson any day for how he treats his wife and handles his family. And he's supposed to be the beta man or a simp and all these other things. I take him any day. And I think that this new generation has that what used to be I like bad boys, they have that, and that's the new alpha male. Like I feel like that's what alpha male is now. What we used to say, oh, I like bad boys, now that's the alpha male. I think that
I don't think they even know what an alpha male or beta male. They're just going by something they heard.
it's the show.
It's for show.
From what I've read in the comments, it's the show of super masculinity. Like I'm all man. He man and pound my chest and I will fight you and all these different things. Like what used to be the bad boy image to us back in our day.
The He-Man,
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Woman Haters Club, Little Rascals. Like it's beyond me, y'all. I just don't get it. Like either, and this rolls into the next thing when we're talking about this. Do women even know what they want when they're looking for a man? Do they even understand what type of qualities they're looking for? I'm not going to even go down the road to talking about. I'm not going to get into the depths of why women choose certain type of men, because that's a broader thing. That's more nuanced, where you have to dig into how she was raised, what kind of men she saw in her life, and what kind of childhood trauma she dealt with. Those type of things. My thing is, do women sit back and think, okay, when I was 21, this is what I like. This is what I enjoyed. This is the type of man I thought about when I was 21. But now you're 31, you're unmarried, got a child or two, maybe a baby daddy or two. Is that same type of man what you want, what you looking for at 31? Do we self correct when we looking for mates? Do we take where I was when I first started this journey? Because I will tell you, as a man, the only reason I knew what I wanted in a woman by the time I got in my 30s was because I dated enough or hung out with enough women to be able to pull good qualities from different places, be it my mother, my aunt, my grandmother, the last girl I dated, my best friend, my best female friend. I pulled a little bit from everywhere to kind of mold my thoughts of what a woman is. I won't say perfect woman, because nobody's perfect. Right. But my list, and I'm telling y'all, throw those lists away.
Please.
Throw those lists away. If you have a list, they must be this, and that. You're never going to find the person you're looking for. If you're not, don't have the ability to be flexible and let life happen, I'm gonna say the majority of us who are on here are old enough to remember the show with
looking for Jesus, and he ain't
and Jesus. That's not gonna happen. Remember the show with Chili, when Chili was trying to find a man.
She wanted Jesus too.
And she wanted Jesus. She had this unbelievable list of what she was looking for in a man. Y'all, that's not realistic. We're all human. We're all flawed. The purpose of getting with somebody, connected with somebody, is for you to grow together. She has traits that feed me. I have traits that feed her. And the whole purpose of that is to mold those things together to be able to grow together to become better in a relationship.
Let me interject for a moment while we're at the list thing. For women, I'm gonna speak to women because hey, I just so happen to fit the bill for that one. I'm gonna say this: the man sitting next to me that I've been married to for 17 years now. I always get that messed up because I'm the one in the relationship who can't remember dates and stuff, but
At all.
that's not the point. Point here is he is not what if I had a list, he's not what would have been on my list if I had had a list. Don't be looking crazy. You know these things already. We've discussed this. Everybody around us know this. We will one day get into the story of how we met. I couldn't stand him.
I ain't like her that much either, so whatever.
Right. So, problem is this. If being that is the case, and that was my reality at that time, had I been stuck to a list, I would not have the man that I have that I've been married to for 17 years. We've been together 17 going on 18 years in March, and we will have been together coming up on 20 years sometime after that. But I would not have had him had I been stuck on a list. And that's because we see things and we think we want these things, but we don't have enough inward reflection to really know what we need. You may want some of these things that's on this list, yes, but if there's a God and you believe in him, some of what you want is not for you. Some of what you want is not going to be the best thing for you. Like, we need people in our lives that's going to bring out the best possible thing. And sandpaper polishes. You can't get a diamond without pressure. You know what I'm saying? So pearls, pressure. All the most beautiful things in this world, you got to apply pressure. You understand what I'm saying? And if it's got to be things that are so easy are not real. Let me say that, women. Things that are very easy are not real. Because at the end of the day, you are two totally different people. Y'all might like a lot of the same things. Y'all might have a lot of the same common ground on some things, but you're two totally different people. He and I have had some moments where we're having a whole back and forth talking, and we're saying the exact same thing, but I'm saying it my way and he's saying it his way. And then when we stop for a moment and be like, well, that's what I was saying. We done had a whole 20-minute roundabout saying the same thing from two different angles.
And walk off huffed up, puffed up.
And it was for nothing at all. And just come back and be like, you know what? This is just not, it ain't worth all that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand. You understand me? Yeah, I get it. Come on, let's move on.
And that's because we're different.
Want something to eat?
She's not going to know what she want to eat, but I'm going to ask if she wants something to eat. She's not going to know what she wants.
But that's the thing. It's like, you put these things on this list, and in your head, that's what you want. But that ain't necessarily what you need. Your lifelong spouse, your lifelong person, your lifelong whomever needs to be what you need, not what you want. Like we talked about the yes man and the yes woman on the last show. Nobody needs a yes man. No, if you can't be told no sometimes, you're a problem. What they say? You're toxic.
Toxic.
You're toxic.
Y'all, this is a word right here. Courtney, that's a word. Easy love ain't real and real love ain't easy. Ooh, that needs a t-shirt.
Come on, we need to put that on the
t-shirt. We're gonna put that on the t-shirt.
We're gonna put Courtney on the bottom.
And Courtney, we're gonna how they do it, the quotes, we're gonna give you that quote. Because that's a true statement. Easy love ain't real and real love ain't easy. And I don't want to even say it's not easy, because real love takes work. Real love, you have to give something. Yes. Real love is giving. Like love, if you just listen to love, love is kind, love is understanding. Yeah, all those love is, none of those things are feelings. They, every last one of them is an action. And in order to be able to show that love, you have to give action. And anytime you have to act, it has to be with effort, it has to be with intent, and it has to be with work. It has to have a purpose behind it. And if you don't have a purpose behind that work, then what are you doing? It's like getting up and going to your job every day with no purpose. I'm just coming here to get this check. I don't even know why I come here every day. Because I gotta pay bills. Because I gotta pay bills. That's, I mean, but that changes when you get in a relationship, you get a spouse, you get children, your purpose changes. And that's the same thing with being in a relationship. Like it's a purpose behind that thing. It's like knowing your why. That's one of the things that we used to do whenever I was teaching. We would get the students, and the first project they would do is tell me your why. Like if you're in a relationship and you don't have a why like that, yeah, that's a dead end already. You might as well just say we just having fun. We get together because we're gonna hang out. We get along well, and we can pass some time with one another. Because if there's no why with that relationship, it's done. It's done before it even gets started. There needs to be a why you're doing what you're doing. There's never a time in your life like to be out here operating without purpose is a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of you. So like we just need to kind of because inflict. Like it's an inward inflection, Because I have a friend. We talk about this all the time, and she's like, I'm not dating just to be dating. Right. Dating should have a purpose. A why. A why. Why are we hanging out? Why are we dating? And we're gonna have to do a separate talk on this conversation. But the why you're dating should have a purpose. And people don't need to understand the difference between dating, courtship, just kicking. It's levels to all of these things. Yeah. And a lot of times people don't understand those levels. People get dating confused with courting. They get dating confused with courting. I could date 10 people, but I'm only courting one. Because once I get into the courtship, then that courtship is with the intent of marriage. That's I'm courting you towards marriage. I'm dating because I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to figure out if you are even deserving of courtship. I'm trying to see if I want you around. And I'm trying to see if I want him around. And I'm trying to see maybe he might well. And I get it. I got fussed at for this all the time. She made me realize, y'all. And I was in denial. My feelings were hurt when she made me accept it. But she said I was a hoe. And I felt like I wasn't, because I felt like I wasn't leading anybody on. What I said, I told you he was on the ain't-ish Richter scale. He was on the scale. What's the difference? I'm on the ain't-ish Richter scale. I'm either you ish or you ain't ish. It's no in between. She put me on the ain't ish. Well, it was. Let's give some context, because I don't want y'all thinking I was just telling this man he was hoeing, because that's not what I said. I said that he was on the not-ish list. He was on the scale. If we give it a 1 to 5, he was about 3. 3.2. Like 3.2. That's like over halfway. That's above average. Like I'm almost to the elite level of ain't-ish. You were. And like you say, you had to realize it and you absorbed it, and it hurt a little bit right there. Truth hurts sometimes.
But he was,
It,
like, hold
no,
up.
hold up, no, this was me. I was my conversation. You're not
Okay.
about to take over.
All right. Okay.
It's not about the heaven.
Okay.
So this is the date. The whole dating thing is what made me go to this. Talking about dating, I was open, honest, sincere about you're not the only person I'm dating. You're not the only person I'm going to be going out with. You're not. You may be the person who I like going to the movies with. You may be the person I like having dinner with. You may be the person I like sleeping with. But I'm honest with you in that realm. So if you decide I want to be here, I want to be a part of this, you had a choice. I gave you free will. If you didn't think this was something you can deal with and you wanted to move on, move around, that was your choice.
Are y'all hearing?
I felt like I was being a genuine person by not taking away your choice. I hear people fuss all the time about people taking their choice away.
What's the problem with that, ladies? The problem with that, especially back in that time, in that day, because this man was running the streets in the 90s.